guys, welcome back to another vlog. Yay! You should already be subscribed. Okay, we are doing a fun little like workout day. We just got married. Just kidding. Married to the game, you know what I mean?
I tried.
I feel like that was such a bro thing of me to say.
Married to the game?
How masculine.
Yeah, what do you think of a rapper?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm definitely, that's my goal.
Come to California once, think you're Tupac? Send the video, fucking.
Oh, fuck, okay. That was really good. Yeah, we're doing back today, right?
Your call, dude. I barely work out.
Okay, so I would say I can't lead the way, because that's your job.
I can
I'd say
do a back and bicep workout. I'm capable of this.
Okay, but I'd say...
I can pass that baton and I will run.
So I'd say, I'd say I learned all of my information, I'd say like from podcasts, and I would say like their biggest advice is like, when it comes to like men, like you guys are supposed to lead the way.
Are you teaching me how to be a man right now?
Wait, like you're supposed to lead the way, and I'm just supposed to shut the fuck up.
Okay. Okay.
So tell me. Shut the fuck up, Miranda.
We're playing traditional gender roles here on the internet. Is that what we're diving into? So I can go there.
Okay.
I can go there.
Okay, so then let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
That I can handle.
All right. So if we had a podcast, who owns it?
Well, obviously me.
Because
I signed a prenup. Yeah, duh.
I mean,
I can play this.
Yeah.
You don't even get to touch the car. You don't get to drive the car.
Not even.
No.
Like, am I touching you?
No. You can ride in it. That's it. I don't even know if you can vote anymore.
Right. Okay. Well, he told me that he wasn't paying the bills earlier, and that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Because I don't do OnlyFans, so therefore I don't have the money to like I would say make everything happen.
That's the only way females make money. Is that what you're saying? Because that's wild.
Wait.
That's a wild take.
Oh my god. Fuck. All right. Fuck.
That's crazy. I'm at least 6'5".
I feel like men over 6 feet are really toxic.
Oh well, I'm 6'8".
I would say my comment I would say is like it's not so much about like degrading women. I would say like doing OnlyFans. It's like it's not that at all. It's more so just there's just like is a huge price to pay when you have a career that is doing that. Again, whatever you're posting on there, like that's not my business. It's not his business. It's not anybody else's business. But it's like again like
not until I got $9.99.
Okay.
Then it becomes my business.
But yeah, I would say it's more so just understand the consequences, whether they're I would say like positive or negative.
You know what? I think people don't understand that what you put on the internet is there forever.
Yeah.
Whether that be viral, you acting crazy in a mall, or maybe material that may be on adult websites.
Is the internet real?
The internet is not real, you guys. If you guys didn't know that, I'd say a lot of the people.
Oh. Imagine this.
Oh god, I don't even know.
We hop into the metaverse, which is coming.
Yeah.
Right. So we're VR'd out. You seen Ready Player One?
I have.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Check out Ready Player One. So say you dive into Ready Player One. It's basically a VR world.
A who?
VR, virtual reality.
Oh, okay.
Right? So no one likes our world. It's trashed. We all killed it. So we live in this VR world. And everything we ever posted, imagine that's what the art is in the world. So you would walk through a museum, and I would see Lucas's OnlyFans, and then I would see Sebastian's deadlift, and that's what becomes the art in the VR world.
Yeah.
Because the data's there.
Right.
It's on the internet somewhere.
That's right. Yeah.
It's collected.
So when the Snapchats disappear, their Snapchats are still
No,
somewhere.
yeah. You can't delete your cookies and history and delete those pics.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, you guys are trapped. Whatever you're sending, you dirty MFers, it's still there.
Yeah. But again, I just like I say back to my point is like I'd say in life, every decision that we make, there's a consequence to that, whether it's positive or negative. I say that all the time. I probably actually already said this like 5 times already on YouTube, if not more than that. But again, it's like it's more so just the way that you carry yourself as an individual. Like that's your persona. The way that you handle yourself online, that's your persona. If everything's comedy, your life's probably a joke. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like that's just.
Oh, so now we're getting flamed for being funny. I woke up being funny and I'm a joke now.
I woke up like this, But again, it's
fuck me for entertaining people,
Well, no, again, it's
fuck that Dave Chappelle guy.
I mean,
he's actually funny.
Yeah. There's levels to the funny. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, again, it's just my point is like whatever you are putting out there and like whatever you want the world to perceive you as, how I would say at what point do you ask yourself like when does it actually become real? And then when does it become reality? Because I think for a long time, like, people, like, they play into a character online where they put a bunch of masks on, and it's like, I think sometimes people get so caught up in like when they wear the mask that it's like I feel like the mask doesn't ever come off, and then it's like, and then I think that people get confused, why things happen in their life like that, because again, social media is not real.
Yeah, they care more about that.
Yeah, they do. They care about more like that than like I would say the way that they make other people feel. I've also said this too, is like life is only about how you make someone else feel. Actually, and to go off of that, I showed up super late today. We were super late. We set a time and then we pushed it back.
So I slashed your tires.
Yeah, and I would say to go off of that is, I'd say, and I've mentioned this already, it's like, Lucas and I, we have a lot of work to do. There's always something to handle. And I need a lot more people, I'd say, like, that can help do this and make it run, well. Because again, if I'm on vacation and I've got to get on a business call and, we made this plan and, I have to get on that, unfortunately now everybody else has to pay the consequence to that happening, where if I had an assistant with me or a manager or, what have you, if I had that, I would have more help. So therefore that wouldn't like interfere with my life. However, again, building a team is very hard. So my point is like, I actually just want to say thank you, because like you didn't have to tolerate, I would say, like us showing up late.
That's how it goes, dude. It's hard.
Well, no, yeah, but it's like
hard.
You understand, but like you also don't have to understand. So it's like I appreciate that.
We've all been there.
And I appreciate your time, because again, like this is actually a good point. So I'd say I would actually rather, I would say, do content with people that I fucked with back in 2016, 2017, 2018. When I was just Miranda and deadlifting and in the powerhouse gym that I started at. I would rather do content with people that liked me back then, because now it's like I kind of run into, are they trying to use me? Is this mutual? What do they need from me? It's like, what are people trying to gain from me? Now I have to look at that perspective, where when I started my journey, I never had that perspective. It was almost like, but how come I don't get blah? And then how come I'm not doing blah? And then how come I'm not invited blah? And now it's like, now I get invited, but it's like, but now what are the consequences now for me getting invited? And also, is this going to help me or hurt me? So it's like, it's more so one of those things where I actually was having a conversation, and I was very excited to, one, be here, and then also for the podcast that we're doing tomorrow. So we're going to be hopping on a podcast with Bart. It's going to be fucking fantastic, and I hope you guys make fun of me, because,
It's way too hard, dude. Nothing to hit you on.
Yeah. But
Nothing.
yeah, I would say people, I would say that are chasing kind of like more to like the tangible stuff. I would say, it would be seen to them as like, but how come you're not doing a podcast that's going to get like the most exposure?
I'm not Joe Rogan. You can say it.
Okay. Well, look, we all can't be great. Okay.
No, I'm tall. I'm tall with normal sized hands.
Yeah, I know.
He's got massive hands.
I know.
By the way.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard.
I shook him.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say it's just kind of nice to kind of be, I would say, comfortable in an environment where it's like, like it's really great we get to do content and this is like, it's that, but it's like also too like, we're gonna go get food after this, and I would say, and like, off of the camera there is a genuine, I'd say, like relationship between us, and it has been like that for years. And again, it's just, it's again, I say social media isn't real, but I would say for me though it is. I would say the captions I write, it's from the heart. Lucas isn't writing them for me. This is like,
it's not AI?
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. And so again, it's like,
I need AI.
Yeah.
I don't even write captions anymore.
I think we all do. Honestly.
I just throw emojis.
But yeah, it's just my point is like, have I done stuff for the clout or like, whatever? Have I done that? Sure. Do I live my everyday like that? Absolutely not. And I guess my point is like how you make someone else feel. I would say is definitely a reflection of your character. That's actually why I wanted to say like that I was sorry. And I'm also sorry, like I say personally to you, but I would say the ability to actually like admit mistakes and actually say that you're wrong. The ability to do that is actually very not. It's not common at all. I actually don't know many people, I'd say, like that are in the social media space that can probably actually say like, I am really fucking sorry for the way I made you feel. I don't know many people that can do that. So, if you learn anything from my fucking rambling on ADD speech or whatever, I would say there is nothing more important than how you make someone else feel. I don't give a fuck how many followers you have. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. I don't care who you are, who you benefit. I don't care what celebrity you know. I don't fucking care. If you treat others like shit, you are only hurting yourself. So we're gonna go work out now because I feel like I'm getting a look from Lucas like, Brandon, you're still talking.
Time to build some lats.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that.
Since I'm the leader.
Yes, you are the leader.
Natural born.
I will now bow down to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Genuflect? Is that the term? I learned that in Aladdin when I was a kid.
Okay. We are gonna go do our workout now. So, the gym's really fucking busy, brother.
That's your fault.
It is.
Yeah, it'll be
and
fine.
Everyone has their shirt off. So should I take my sweater off?
I'm not.
Okay.
I never worked out with my shirt off in my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say if you take your shirt off and work out, you're just a douchebag.
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, you just got both cameramen with one foul swoop.
I know, right?
You just got both their asses.
Sorry.
Catching strays.
Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you guys are douchebags.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think you guys are just hot.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thank you. Not attractive.
Miranda, don't ramble again.
That it was hot outside, so they took their shirt off. Alright, we're training lats. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was deep. Bye.
All right, so we are hitting a very, I would say, probably cable-friendly back workout. And we're in the middle of the gym. I would say like it's kind of busier now. It's kind of the evening time. So you guys will see us kind of like maneuver the best way that we can without getting in everyone's way. And yeah, we're going to sweat because there's no air in here and it's going to be fantastic. So hope you guys enjoy it. All right, we are going to be doing straight arm lat pull down. We're going to just kind of get warmed up with that. Again, I'm trying to let him lead the way. He didn't like give me a rep range. Oh, I did 15 last time, and I'd say I'm really just trying to focus on actually like engaging my back, and I'm trying to hit like my lower lats. I think a lot of times like in my younger years when I used to like train, and I thought I like knew everything. I would say I was kind of probably only activating like here, and I'd say now like I can actually feel my lower lats engage when I do, you know, a simple movement like that. So I'd say it's really important to kind of just figure out, okay, why am I doing this movement, and then like what is like total intent muscle wise, you know? Because I'd say whatever you're telling your brain, like that's what's going to be activated. You know, keep that in mind.
Too many sticks. You go to war with whoever ain't never been by. Too many sticks.
All right, so this is our main movement, and we are doing what, 3 sets? Oh yeah, well, 2 sets. Kind of like I would say like getting your lats activated, and then like 1 hard set. So you'll notice I say when I'm doing it, I'm kind of like leaning back a little bit because I want to activate my core. And then if you like slightly lean back a little bit, your core should be like on fire. And this also too helps, you know, say strengthen your core, and then also bracing is actually really important when you're in the gym. A lot of people that don't know how to brace their core probably get really injured. And I would say this is actually like one thing that I really like try to like drill with clients for reading it in person. Is teaching clients how to brace properly. Like, you know, are you filling your stomach? And then you should be filling your stomach with so much air that like you are holding that air in, and then when you're actually releasing on the rep, that's when you actually breathe out. So I'd say that's the example of how to brace. And I'd say when you do that, you're actually making your core strong, because ultimately this is our foundation here. So if this is not activated, we are now doing ourselves a disservice when it comes to the gym. Next thing we have here is the, I would say, neutral lat seated low row. And basically, again, we're doing kind of like the 2 sets into kind of like the last set of, you know, going till failure. And so here I would say you can either do this movement where you're a little bit more like reserved, I would say, like with the scap like contraction, I would say you could kind of do it like a little bit more upright. And then you can kind of focus a little bit more on like your upper lats. And I would say if you want to have like the full contraction utilizing your scaps, I would say that's kind of why I'm like leaning a little bit forward, because then when I'm pulling back, I would say I really am, I would say, activating more of like my mid-back / floor lats, I would say. But again, you know, it's like I'm targeting that, but I would say you still are ultimately using your lats. Again, here I would say bracing your core. And then again, when we're coming back and you're actually like rowing, I would say you're still thinking about the movement. You know, like the movement is not done until the set is done. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we are doing a chest-supported dumbbell row. As you can tell, I'm not using straps. Really destroys my forearms. And also I'd say the pad is like very thick, so it's kind of just like it's I'd say challenging to like get your body up on there. So I'd say it does like limit the range of motion for me, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm trying to feel this in my lower lats. I'd say that's probably like the biggest difference between, I'd say, when you're like a beginner lifter versus like an advanced lifter. That was like you can kind of be able to differentiate where you're feeling certain movements. And you, again, like notice who's saying that. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're, you know, you want to get better at your row, Where are you feeling this? That's the first thing. Where are you feeling this? And, are you controlling the weight? I make jokes about ego lifting, but like I would say, it's one thing to understand is, there's a time and place for it, but I'd say if you're looking to actually like build your physique, you've got to control your weight. You have to control it. And then you should clean them up after too, because we're not assholes. So.
Yeah. There you go, 3. You got it. 2. Yup, last one. And then get a couple of hammer reps. There you go, 2 hammer reps. Yeah, all out. Easy. Feel like 6. There you go. There you go, 4. Come on. 3. You got it. Yup. Come on, 2. Come on. One more. Oh, yeah, let's go. Easy work. Ladies and gentlemen, a little back and by. So I do something similar to that like twice a week. I don't really compete in powerlifting anymore.
You don't?
No. I met and found you because you were one of the few early ladies I saw lifting big weights. I don't even know what year, but we rewind 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And like deadlifting wasn't that cool yet.
It was not.
Especially for ladies.
It was not.
Squatting a little bit, but still not as cool.
Yeah.
And you were deadlifting and squatting really heavy. I know like your background's a little bit in that, like strength training.
Yeah.
But how about now? I know you talked about dabbling in wellness and things. How do you normally train?
I would say I was planning actually on competing in wellness like in November of like this year. I'd say like my social media kind of I'd say like it grew so much that I'd say we still like can't keep up. I'd say
had to pivot the plan a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I would say there's always kind of like I don't even want to say like there's always like things that get in the way. I would say that sometimes like the path that I plan is never actually like what happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, it's like if I ask myself like, what are my goals? It's more so just, I like to actually challenge myself in ways where it's like, okay, well, everyone would expect me not to do that very well, or like, the challenge is like, how do I get to that next level, but like not in fitness.
All right.
So I'd say like that's kind of like where I'd say my mind is at right now.
Yeah, and the energy goes.
Yeah, and
because competing in anything, powerlifting or any physique sport, doesn't directly like pay you. And obviously, bills got to get paid. You have a team around you, got to get paid.
It's actually a lot of money.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, traveling, bikinis,
yeah,
all that stuff.
Coaches,
coaching, posing lessons. You need a posing coach, a nutrition coach, and a lifting coach.
And blood work.
Yeah.
And I would say the one thing too for me is like I now realize I would say how dumb I was in my 20s, because I would say.
What are you now, 40?
Okay, I'm still in my 20s.
Okay.
I feel like I'm like 55 mentally. I say this all the time.
The wisdom was brought upon you.
I don't even know about that, but I would say I always wonder like if I would have prioritized getting my blood work, I would say like back in like maybe like when I was 21, 22, I would say like I definitely feel like my physique would be different. And like I say that because I would say now that I actually like represent Transcend, which is actually like a company you can actually get your blood work through, is more so just now learning about, I would say like the science behind your hormones and how it actually affects you physically.
Yeah.
I would say I just kind of feel dumb because I thought it was like an annoyance. I used to think, blood work, it's just for men. Because they have to like take steroids.
Yeah, or wait till you're like 50.
Yeah, just get a colonoscopy, your blood work.
When your pee-pee don't work.
It's all the same thing, So I would say like going off of that, it's like even, doing your blood work, that has to be a priority. You can't just like say I'm going to compete and then never do the shit that you
starve
have to
yourself
do.
And just pray.
Yeah. Your hormones play a huge part. I would say one in your build and like how much you hold muscle mass, and I've said this obviously publicly before, but like I'm super low test, which is weird, right? Because it's like I'd say I have like a denser build to me.
Yeah.
But I would say that also shocked me because I'm like, well, if I have a dense build and like my test is low, where would I be? I would say like if my test was natural or like I'd say like in the normal ranges for years, like where would it be?
Training with like
exactly.
a squeaky wheel the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. So
maybe compete.
So
after business stuff gets a little more.
Yeah, I would say I'm kind of like a hybrid. I would say like I did one powerlifting meet, and it was just like that's cool, and I did that at I was just turning 21, and so I like that. And
20 years ago.
it was like 7.
Do I really talk like that?
No.
Okay.
You just said in my 20s,
I'm like almost 30 now.
which is yesterday and tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're still in your 20s tomorrow in the future.
Okay, well, you know what? But yeah, I would say I just kind of realized, okay, I understand the sacrifices I'm gonna have to make, if I want to continue this.
Yeah.
So it's just like I realized that like when I was young.
Even powerlifting.
Yeah,
Like it's
well, that's
cool
what-
to
that's what
compete.
I'm talking about,
Yeah, it's cool to compete and all that, but people don't understand like if you want to do well
Yeah.
and link things up, like
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot of money and time.
Well, I'd say too, for me, it's like I'm very competitive, so it's like I'm not gonna like waste my own time. So it's like to me, like if I'm gonna train for that, I'm not gonna just like, one day go, I'm gonna compete in powerlifting.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
and then just do it, and then
Which
like
some people do, and that's cool.
Well, I would say that's fine.
Yeah.
But I would say, like I'm here to win.
Yeah.
That's like I would say that's the difference. And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
You wanna
the-
compete.
Yeah. So
I
I'd say
don't.
I'd say there's competing and then there's winning. So I'd say
I don't even want to compete. I just lift weights.
Oh, all right. Anyways, my point is like there's levels to
Yeah.
the choices I would say that we make,
For
and,
sure.
and then also like the intent. Is the intent content or is the intent to win?
Yeah, yeah. And you want to go all in when you decide to go
right.
that way.
Does
Yeah.
Chris Bumstead want to compete? No, he wants to win.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why he wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, he didn't fall into that position.
No, he did not.
It wasn't on shits and gigs.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Again, it's just like there's intent behind everything, and there's always reasoning for why we do everything we do. We talked about that. But yeah, I would just say like my intent now is just like I have worked so hard. I would say like in the fitness space, and it's like kind of just like now it's like, all right, I've kind of like built my foundation off of fitness, and it's like I enjoy that. But it's like also too, this will always be a part of me, always. But I would say I would say like my content creation, I don't want that to like, I would say like just only be like what I do it for. Like I want to actually like be able to sustain the workouts and be able to sometimes do workouts where it's like I have my headphones in and I'm not like what oh pose this and it's like sometimes people don't understand. It's like everyone sees things from like a screen. You know what I mean? Like they see it from their perspective, but it's like. It's actually very challenging to kind of like shift your brain constantly. It's like, okay, focus, Miranda, set, activate your lats, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then pose, and then you get sweatier, like you've been staying around too long, and then, don't talk to so-and-so, it's like,
Me and Bart say all the time, everyone says like, do what you love and don't work a day in your life, and I think that's utter and complete bullshit.
It is.
Because money doesn't just fly in. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, like,
I don't know, like,
I love fitness, but I still got to do taxes, I still got to find payroll, I still got to get bills paid, so like, it always does become work. You can still love it, but it's still work in some sense, so it changes your brain for sure.
I would say I don't want the gym to be something that like I resent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd say that's like, I would say I wouldn't say that I've resented the gym, but I would say like, I definitely like have moments where I'm just like,
yeah, I mean that's why I don't compete.
It's like even like I took like 8 months off of deadlifting, and it wasn't because of like the resentment or it's not that.
You guys broke up?
We got divorced.
That's sad.
And that's why I'm single.
You and Sumo.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, look, you know what? I would say sometimes we have to learn the lesson over and over again.
Yeah.
Let's say we don't get to choose how long our legs are, just like we don't get to choose other things. You know? So. All right. Anyway.
Excuse me? You're so disgusting.
I was saying it, and I'm like, God, I gotta just roll with it now. You know what I mean? I gotta just.
It's all about length.
See, but you antagonized me. See?
No, I didn't do shit.
All right. But yeah. So, anyways.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. But yeah, I would just say like I took it off because it was just like it was the energy drainage of warming up, and then there's like a consequence to pay for being strong. It takes a fucking lot of time.
Yeah.
So
a lot
it's
of
like
sleep, a lot of pain.
Yeah, it's like the mobility stuff, and then dynamic stretching, and then okay, now we're gonna warm up. Now we're like 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
And that's without a phone. Like if I want to choose music, like we're adding on 10 more minutes now. You know. And then it's like, oh, we gotta get content. All right, then we do that, and then it's like, and then we do my top set. That's all right. We're an hour in.
Yeah.
I haven't done shit.
Yeah. 4-hour training session.
Yeah, and then also too, I would say like I walk every day, typically for like 45 minutes. So it's like, I'd say in the gym 4 hours minimum.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have.
It's not sustainable when you're trying to do work or
no,
grow.
it's not. It's not sustainable when you run a business. It's just not. I mean, I don't have as much help as I like would want right now. But again, it's just that's the price you pay. I would say to make your hobby into, what you do for your income. But then again, too, the consequences is, do you still love what you do, after 10, 15, 20 years after doing it? And I would say, to be honest, I would say I've looked at my, idols, and I've kind of seen how they navigate their businesses and, what have you, and you included. And it's kind of just like there's an energy shift.
Yeah, there's give and take.
You know what I mean? And it's like, how they started and like how you started your branding, it's like it gets to be just different. The focus is now on like sustainability, Where I would say like the gym stuff is like, you know, your most intense physique is not sustainable. You know, like I would say, I don't know realistically if unless I compete, I don't know if I will ever get to like the point where like I have veins coming out of my stomach. So I'd say.
But even the best of the best, genetically gifted, hardest working, they're not doing that 365.
No.
And if they are, they might be the 1% that's actually getting paid for that.
Well, yeah.
They're not running businesses.
Yeah,
it's hard.
You're right. But again, but those people also have help.
For sure.
You know, so it's like again, like this is not.
Your building phase.
Yeah, this is not like a one-man show. It's just not. So. But yeah, I would say to just kind of like end. I would say like our little chat. I like the chat. It's good. I'd say to end this, I would say I would much rather, I would say, do content like this, I'd say, than to just do things that I'd say don't have like, I'd say like strong intent. I'd say that would be like the best way to explain that.
That's the same, like you said, with competing. It's the same with business.
Yeah.
Yeah, execution, intent kind of mean everything.
Yeah. So I'd say, honestly, thank you for wanting to do this with me.
Of course. Now it's time to eat.
I'd say thanks for, I'd say you believing in me, and also thanks for kind of just being someone that I like trust, because I'd say like in a world full of users, I would say, you know, I've always kind of just like looked at you and I'm just like, you know, you're so kind and like you're so like, I would say like very lighthearted. And like I swear to God, I knew in my soul you were a Cancer. I fucking knew it.
That's what you said Lucas was.
Yeah.
Crazy Zodiac people, you know? She's talking to Jupiter or some shit.
Oh my God, I fucking knew it though. But I'd say it's just, you know, you haven't changed up, you know, and I would say I respect that a lot, because, again, it's like sometimes people start one way and then it's like you get sucked into the shit, and then it's like you're like, and then it's like when you look in the mirror, like who are you?
Yeah, I think they lose themselves too.
Yeah, and so you know, it's like sometimes people say, oh, you know, she has this now, and it's like. I mean, I would say personality-wise, like I'm still the same Miranda. You know, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think that I'm more entitled. I could probably do a lot more shit than I do. I could probably make a lot more money than I do right now. But it's like, again, like my integrity, I would say, is kind of what has gotten me here.
Yeah,
finding
your path.
And a lot of people ask me that. You know, how do you get here? Well, I mean,
it's not always fastest.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Fast is not sustainable.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true. They say you want to go fast, go alone.
Yeah.
You want to go far, go together.
Yeah, that's right. All right, and on that note, we are going to go eat, so...
We're going to give them some California goodness, Korean barbecue. Thanks for kicking it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Barber Brigade channel tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out the shows, we're going to do talk shows there.
It's going to be lit.
I'm Silent Mike, Miranda Cohen.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.